طيب السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. We're going to begin now inshallah. You can share the screen. طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله. بسم الله. طيب يا إخوان, anyone want to join? Anyone want to read? Let me know inshallah. So when it comes to conversation points, I'll give you a chance to read, and if you have any questions, ask me as well inshallah. طيب نبدأ. بسم الله. الوحدة الرابعة. So here we go. الوحدة, it means what? The chapter. الرابعة is the fourth chapter. So we're in the fourth chapter, and it's Al-Haya. So Haya is life. Al-Hayatu. Al-Yawmiya. Yawm, as you probably already pick out, Yawm is the day. Yawmiya means daily. So what does it mean? Daily life. Al-Hayatu Al-Yawmiya. Al-Hayatu Al-Yawmiya. That's how you say it. So we got to the Hibar Al-Awwal. We got to the first conversation between Tariq and Tahir. So ikhwa, if you want to read, you can just unmute yourselves and let me know, or if you want, I can unmute you guys. نعم. طيب أخي سجدوا. Do you wanna read as well, or if you don't, it's cool as well.
That's fine. I can read inshallah.
طيب. All right. We'll get one each here. So there's Tariq. So one of you brothers decide who wants to go with Tariq, and the next one is what? Tahir. تفضل يا إخوان.
إن شاء الله. بسم الله. متى تستيقظ؟
نعم أخي سجدوا. Then read that. It says طاهر.
أستيقظ عند الفجر.
Good. أستيقظ عند الفجر.
أين تصلي الفجر؟
أصلي الفجر في المسجد.
Good.
هل تنام بعد الصلاة؟
لا أنام بعد الصلاة.
ماذا تفعل بعد الصلاة؟
أقرأ قرآن.
ومتى تذهب إلى المدرسة؟
Is it أذهب or اذهب?
Yeah, أذهب. Yeah, it's a fatha on there. So أذهب.
أصحاب الساعة السابعة.
ساعة السابعة. ممتاز.
هل تذهب بالسيارة؟
لا أذهب بالحافلة.
ممتاز. بالحافلة, أو you can say حافلتي. كلاهما صحيح. Both of them are correct. بارك الله فيكم. Yeah. So anyone have a crack at translating, or if not, I'll go in. I'll begin explaining. Yeah.
السؤال الأول متى. So what time do you wake up?
Yeah. What is mata? Mata is a way of asking when. Yeah. Mata. For example, متى جئت إلى مصر؟ متى خرجت من المركز؟ متى تزوجت? When did you get married, for example? So متى is when. So متى تستيقظ, it means what? When did you?
Wake up.
Yeah, when do you wake up? So let's get some of these vocab. So استيقظ is the past tense. Yeah, استيقظ. Wait, where's the subhanallah when you look for something. طيب الحياة يومي. Yeah, and we said يومية. Why? Let's go. الحياة is feminine because of the time مربوطة. يومي means daily. So for example, if it was a masculine thing, for example, amalu, al-amalu al-yomi, the daily work. Do you get it? Al-wajbatu yawmiya. So if the noun before yomi is feminine, yomi will become yomiya. But if it's masculine, it'll stay masculine. So mata means what? When. Mata means when. Yeah. So it's a question. Yeah, mata. Yeah. Like there's a benefit. Huh? I just remember the benefit from one of the scholars you were mentioning a dars is in a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. That a Bedouin came to the Prophet ﷺ. He said, "Mata sa'a, mata sa'a." Does anyone get a guess? What does mata sa'a mean?
Mata sa'a, when is the hour?
Mumtaz. What does it mean by the hour? It means the day of judgment. And what did the Prophet ﷺ do? And this shows the wisdom of a teacher. The Prophet ﷺ was the best of teachers. Yeah. So what did he say? Instead of saying that, he said, no one knows. And no, he goes, he directed him to what was more important. He goes, وَمَاذَا أَعْدَدْتَ لَهَا? And what have you prepared for it? He directed him to what is more important. What are you going to prepare for it? And what are you prepared? Prepare. That's what you should be concerned with. So he said, "What did you prepare for it?" Meaning, focus on your preparation for the day of, for the day of judgment. Because each one of our day of judgment, it starts when we die. That's the beginning of our time, yeah, of judgment. So yeah, yastayqidu is for he. How do I change it into I? In the present tense verb, you put a hamza at the beginning. So he said, astayqidu. Is that understood? So hamza is for I. I'm awake, or I wake up as a. So present tense verb, it can be used in two ways. So present tense verb can be shown to do as a habit. For example, I say, Muhammad, what time do you get up every day? So Muhammad says, I get up at 8 o'clock and eat breakfast. You know, he says 8 o'clock every day. But if I asked you, Muhammad, what are you doing now? He'll be saying, I'm running or I'm walking. So there's a habit and then actually what you're doing. Yeah. So that's what present tense verbs break down into. So the ya in the beginning is for he. The hamza in the beginning is what? I. What is the ta at the beginning? It's got two functions, but we're only going to mention one at the moment. Tastaykidu, it means what? It means, let's get this one. Tastaykidu means you. Yeah. Tastaykidu means you. So what time do you male? When you're talking to a male, you don't talk not for a female. We'll learn female later on. Yeah. What time do you wake up? What time do you? What time you are awake? Yeah. So yeah, you are awake. Or you say mata tastaykidu. Is that understood, ikhwa?
Nah.
No. What's the past tense of yastaykidu? Does anyone know? The past tense. Madi. Fi'l madi. Is what? Istaykada. Is. But we're not going to focus to Beni Yadayk, book one, it focuses more on present tense. But we just mentioned past tense just in case you guys in the Markaz, you want to mention what happened in the past. Istayqada. The ya, sorry, the ya is missing. Istayqada. Yeah. So here is a 6-letter verb. Istayqada. He woke up. We say that is what? That is the past tense. Yeah? Past. In the past. So istayqada is he woke up. طيب. Then we go on to the so we said mata tastayqidu. Anyone know what that means now?
Is it, what time did they wake up? Or?
Yeah, when do you wake up? So because it's ta, remember it's addressing the male. Ta, you.
Yeah.
When do you wake up? Mata tastayqidu. Yeah. So what does Tahir say? He begins with a Hamza. Hamza, remember we said it means I. So what will the answer be?
I
Astaykidu.
wake up,
Yeah.
or I wake up. So I wake up with
Yeah. So
Fajr.
in that means with, yeah, is we saw that it declines the word after it. But here now, when you talk about time, it means at. Yeah, what does it mean? How would we translate in English? We'll say I wake up at Fajr. You get it? I wake up at dawn, as they say. Yeah? So I wake up at Fajr. In the Fajr, or for example, astaykidu in the Dhuhr. You know, if you take a kailula, or what do you call it in English, siesta, the sunnah. Yeah, I wake up Zuhr, or maybe you go sleep between Zuhr Asr or before Zuhr. So you say astaykidu in the Dhuhr, yeah, or in the Asr. So I wake up at Fajr. Next one, Tariq says, Aina tusalli. So this is a new verb, yeah? Salla yusalli. So the present tense verb is what? Yusalli. The ya again in the present tense verb, it signifies what? He. He is praying. Yusalli. Yeah, for example, Ahmad yusalli fil masjid. Yeah, khamsa, khamsa salawat fil masjid. He prays all his 5 daily prayers in the masjid. What about I? Ana usalli. They put the hamza at the beginning. Ana usalli. I'm praying. أين تصلي مغرب؟ أنا أصلي مغرب في مسجد بلال, for example. Yeah. So أنا أصلي, I'm praying. What about ta? Ta we mentioned again is what? تصلي, you male. So you're praying. Yeah? So where are you praying? أين تصلي? He'll say أنا أصلي في القاهرة. You, yeah, for male. That's what? Male. Good. So أصلي الظهر. So here you could have the مفعول به. We talked about it last lesson. Yeah. Which is what? When you have a verb and the action that the verb does is the receiver of that verb. So what? How do we show that? We put a fatha at the end of the word. Yeah. So we put a fatha at the end to show that is, for example, it says usalli, I pray. Pray what? You can pray Fajr, you pray Zohr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, you can pray Qiyamul Layl. What do you call it? Tahajjud, Taraweeh, you can pray your sunnahs. Yeah, you can pray Salat al-Jum'ah, you can pray Salat al-Eid, pray Salat al-Janaza, Salat al-Istisqa, you know, the pray for the rain, Salat al-Qusuf, the eclipse. You know, it could be any of the prayers. Huh? So then the one that you're praying, you put a fatah at the end. Usalli al-dhuhra fil masjid. Why? Maybe he prays Fajr as well in masjid, but the rest of the prayers, you have to pray in the musalla because he's working. Maybe that's the case. But yeah, usalli al-dhuhra fil masjid. Is that understood, مفهوم؟ هل فهمتم يا إخوان؟
No.
نعم.
Yeah.
أصلي
Why did you
الظهر.
have,
Yeah,
sorry, why did you have the ra in green again?
yeah, because it receives the action. So we said what? Just to show that it signifies that the thing that I prayed is Zuhr. So that's why it put a fatha at the end. So it's part of grammar. So for example, I said to you, I'd like to give another example here. 1 second. Of maful bihi. I don't, or maybe you haven't seen last lesson that uploaded. So last lesson is available as well on the YouTube. I'll try put in the Telegram. So what we do is, for example, you know, do you know the verb yadribu? Have you heard of that? Daraba yadribu. Have you heard of that, Akhi?
I might have heard it in the past, yeah.
Yeah, yadribu means to strike or hit. For example, Musa alayhi salam struck the stone or the mountain and different springs came out for the children Bani Israel to drink from after they were saved from Pharaoh. Yadribu, daraba yadribu. Also, it can be it mean to strike, like strike an example. Daraba Allah mathalan. You know, Allah strikes the example of a ba'uda, of a mosquito, or what is greater than it or smaller than it. Striking an example. So it can mean to hit or strike an example. So if I said, for example, ar-rajulu, yeah, ar-rajulu, you know what ar-rajul is? Yeah, ar-rajulu, yeah,
Man.
yeah, yadribu, yeah. So if I put rajul yadribu, what does that mean? The man is hitting. Is that a complete sentence? Does that make sense?
No, it's not a
No,
full sentence.
no, it's missing something. He hits what? What is he hitting? It's not so in Arabic we go jumla tam. It's not jumla mufida, not jumla tam complete. So what do we say? Ar-rajulu yadribu, and then for example we say al-lissa, al-liss. Was that no? I forgot. Is it something? No. Let's all, for example, we say الرجل a boy, the boy, for example. Al, maybe it's his nephew, yeah? Al walad. How do I know? By looking at the vowels, how do I know that the man hit the boy? Al rajulu, we know because what? In the grammar, we learn that the fa'il, so here it'll be what? Has a dhamma. Yeah? So yadribu. And then what about this one? This one needs to have a fatha to show that it has received action. So الرجل يضرب الولد. So whenever you put a fatha on the noun, but there's a verb, it means it's receiving the action. So who received the beating? Can you tell me who received the beating here?
The boy.
The boy. How do we show that he received the beating? Putting a fatha. Yeah, but that's very basic. It's gonna grammar gets more and more complicated. Do you get it? But that I just wanted to show you that. So that's why usalli al-dhuhra is the same concept. I pray zuhr. So what you praying? You praying zuhr. So it takes the fatha. Is that understood, Akhi?
It makes a bit more sense, yeah.
Yeah. Then we said salatun. So salla yusalli is the verb. The verbal noun is salah, prayer. Salah. Yeah. So you're going back to the conversation. He says, أين تصلي الفجر? Yeah. So you see, Fajr has got a fatha. That means is where do you pray Fajr? Yeah. He says, أصلي الفجر في المسجد. Alhamdulillah. That's heavy, huh? The Fajr and what other prayer? Can any of you answer me? There's two prayers that are heavy on the hypocrites, especially, but that you're supposed to be is Fajr and you should safeguard them all the time is what? Fajr and Asr. Yeah? Fajr and Asr. So he said, Usalli al-Fajr fil masjid. I pray Fajr in the masjid. Like one of the sheikhs, his name is Sheikh Abdul Razak al-Badr, Hafidullah, is one of the senior scholars in Medina. And he mentioned people think they're strong. You know, the proper strong, I'm a strong man. I can wrestle. I can do MMA. I can box. I don't know, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, judo, whatever, you know, and I can lift 2,000 kgs. I don't know how many kgs are here, but when it comes to Fajr, he can't pray. Oh, I'm too late. I'm too tired. When the Sheikh said that he saw a man in one of his times in Masjid Nabawi, and he was a Sheikh, a young Sheikh at that time. He saw an Indonesian brother, and that he was with sticks. He had one leg, so he would stand up, and he without the stick, he would stand up, and then he pray, and he praying Fajr. So he's like, that is the person. That's the person they call disabled or mu'attal. They use the Arabic word mu'attal. Attala means to unable to do. So mu'attal also it could be unemployed. Do you get it? So incapable. But he said that's not a true disabled person. The true person. Disabled person is what? Is a person who can't go wake up for Fajr and pray in Jama'ah. You know what I mean? So the strong person is that person who can go strive, push himself, exert himself, make wudu, and go pray Fajr in Jama'ah. طيب, what does he say after that? هل تنام بعد الصلاة؟ تنام.
Sorry.
تفضل.
Sorry, like just on that, I wasn't understanding that it's Fajr and Isha, not to where the Munafiq find the hardest.
Yeah,
to say.
yeah, sorry, Munafiq. But not the ones that you're supposed to guard. Yeah, you're right. Fajr and Isha, but Fajr and Asr is the ones that you're supposed to guide. Because guard. Why? Because Fajr you sleep, and then also Qaylula Asr. Do you get it? So these are the two ones that are missed regularly. So yeah, you're right. Barakallah feek. Yeah, yeah. So the next one, هل تنام بعد الصلاة؟ هل تنام بعد الصلاة? So yeah, this is what ينام. Ya at the beginning means what? Yanamu means he is sleeping. Yanamu, he. Yeah. Yanamu means he is sleeping. Hamza at the beginning, what does it mean? Anamu means I'm sleeping. Yeah. Anamu. And again, we said tanamu with a ta. It means what? It means you male. Tanamu. Yeah. Male, you're sleeping. So, and it's recommended by the scholars not to sleep after. It's makruh, it's detested to sleep after Fajr. But as long as the sun has risen and you've done all your adhkar, then if you have a need, then you can sleep. Yeah. But the best time to do adhkar until the sun rises. So he asks, do you sleep? Do you sleep? هل تنام بعد? Anyone know what ba'da means?
After.
Good. And it's a zarf. Good, mumtaz. So ba'da, what's the opposite of ba'da? There's another zarf after that's opposite of ba'da.
قبل.
Qabla, mumtaz. So also a zarf. Yeah. What is it? Qabla. So all the zarf, they take a fatha here. So it declines the word after it. Ba'da salati. Can you see it? Salati is declined. So do you sleep after the salah? Meaning fajr. Do you sleep after this prayer? What does he say? Says, La, La. Why is that La, La? Anyone answer? Yeah. So the first negation is what? Negating the action. La. And then this one is negating La anamu. I don't. So no, I don't sleep. That's basically how we translate it. La anamu. No, I don't sleep after the salah. Yeah. That's it. Mumtaz. طيب. ماذا is the same as ما. What? But ماذا is used with what? Verbs. More. Yeah, so we show it here. ماذا and plus a fi'l. Plus a verb. It means what? Yeah. What? It means what? Question mark. Yeah, it means what? طيب. And then when you look at the next verb, is يفعل. فعل يفعل means he is doing. So يفعل, he is doing. أفعل with a hamza at the beginning is what? I. And then, so it's I, and then it's what? Taf'alu. Taf'alu is what? You male. You are doing. Taf'alu. So yaf'alu, he is doing. Af'alu, I'm doing. Ta is taf'alu. So he says what? ماذا. طيب. ماذا تفعل بعد الصلاة? What does that mean? Anyone know? ماذا تفعل بعد الصلاة?
What what do you do after Salah?
ممتاز. ماذا تفعل? Yeah. So what are you doing after Salah? Or what you doing? What do you do after Salah as a habit? He says, أقرأ القرآن. Here, see, we got the verb قرأ يقرأ. So it's normally يقرأ, أقرأ, تقرأ. So Hamza at the beginning means I read. So what does he read? He reads the Quran. How do we show that he reads the Quran? We put a fatha at the end. Do you get it? It's called maf'ulun bihi. So if you not study this already, you're going to study it. Yeah. Aqra'ul Qur'ana. Yeah, I read the Quran. So again, we got the verb yaqra'u. Yeah, yaqra'u, he's reading. Yeah, he's reading. Hamza at the beginning, aqra'u. I'm reading. And then is what? Taqra'u is you, male. When you're talking to a man, you're reading. So you're reading. So you say aqra'ul kitaba. Again, the ba is got a fatha to indicate what is a maf'ul bihi. That is receiving action. Aqra'ul kitaba. I'm reading the book. So aqra'ul Qur'ana. I'm reading the Quran. Or I read the Quran as a habit. Yeah. After Fajr, I read the Quran. Aqra'ul Qur'ana. So what do you do after Fajr? After the prayer, I read the Quran. And the best time for prayer, recite the Quran is after Fajr. Is witnessed by the angels. Huh? So it's the best time to read Quran. طيب, what does the Tariq say then? وَمَتَى تَذْهَبُ إِلَى مَدْرَسَةٍ. So does anyone know what تذهب means? Yeah.
تذهب
Yeah.
متى and go. You
Yeah.
go.
Go. When do you go? Mumtaz. إلى مدرسة. Madrasa is what? School. Yeah. And when do you go to school? So madrasa school. So yadhabu means what? He is going. Yadhabu, he is going. He's going. What about Hamza at the beginning? Adhabu. I'm going. How do you say I'm going to the market?
أنا أذهب إلى سوق. إلى
Mumtaz.
سوق.
Mumtaz, perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So that is it. You're going. طيب. How do you say where you're going? Where are you going? How do you say where? Anyone know how to say where?
نقول
Aina, good. How do you say
طيب.
so where are you going? أين تذهب? That's simple, إخوة. Arabic is the difficult. Yeah, is teachers make it difficult. More reading, more practice is easy. Especially while you're living in Egypt, it's easy. Yeah, you converse with the people, be careful. أين تذهب? Where are you going? Yeah, أين? Where? Yeah, أين تذهب? Where are you going? He goes أذهب. So he goes, what time do you go to school? أذهب الساعة السابعة. Why is it got the fatha? Because it's what? He's telling you the time. I go at 7 o'clock. الساعة السابعة is 7 o'clock. Yeah. So these are ordinal numbers. Do you guys know what ordinal numbers are? Anyone know?
نعم نعم.
Yeah, give me Akhi. Give me. What's your name, brother? Is it Muhammad?
Sajid.
Huh? Yeah, yeah. What's your name, brother?
أنا موسى.
Sajid.
Musa. Yeah, Musa. Musa, do you know the ordinal numbers?
نعم.
Give me 1 to 10. من واحد إلى 10. نعم. The ordinal numbers though.
like مثل أول.
ممتاز. That's it. الأول. Yeah.
نعم الأول. الثاني.
Good. That's it. الأول. الثاني. الثاني.
الثالث.
Good. That is for masculine. But with sa'a is what? Sa'a is feminine. So the ordinal number has to match the female. So what would it be? It would be what? It would be, what's the opposite of sa'a? It would be sa'a al-wahida. So we say what? As-sa'a. As-sa'atu. Al-wahida. So 1 o'clock you say wahida, yeah? Wahida. How do you say 2 o'clock? You do the same thing as sa'a. Ordinal number. Al-thaniya. Instead of saying al-thani, you make it al-thaniya. As-sa'atu thaniya. How do you say 3 o'clock? الساعة.
الساعة الثالثة.
Good. What was your name of the other brother, Akhi? Was it Sajjad?
Sajid.
Sajid, yeah?
Sajid.
Yeah. Sajid. الساعة الثالثة means 3 o'clock. How do you say 4 o'clock? الساعة
الساعة أربعة.
الرابعة. Yeah. الرابعة. Excellent. So it's not أربعة, it's رابعة. It's just these orders. They have a pattern. Yeah. What is the pattern? Is what? فاعل. Yeah. So it's ثانية, ثاني, رابع, ثالث. So you need to learn the ordinal number and then make it feminine. So let's write down the ordinal numbers just here. 1 second, let me just zoom down here. So let's write down the ordinal numbers. I'll try to be a bit more neater. But so we got what? Al-awwal, al-awwal. Yeah, that's normally, yeah, but we don't use it for the time. Yeah, this is just for normal ordinal number. الثاني, الثاني.
Sorry,
So,
is this for
yeah,
the numbers for the time, right?
yeah. So for the time is
Okay.
واحدة, الثانية, الثالثة, الرابعة. So yeah, I could do that. So for the time, I will just do, yeah. It'll be what? We'll just do it. ساعة الواحدة. So واحدة. واحدة. ثانية. But obviously الواحدة, الثانية, الثالثة, الرابعة, الخامسة، السادسة، السابعة، الثامنة، التاسعة، العاشرة، 11، التاسع عشر, like that. But that's the basics, yeah. They're gonna show you in the book later. So what he says, الساعة السابعة, I go at 7 o'clock. Then what is that? He said, هل تذهب بالسيارة? What does the B here mean? What does the B here mean?
With or by?
Yeah, with or by. Do you go by what? By car? He goes, لا. No. أذهب بالحافلة. What is حافلة? It's a bus. Yeah. So حافلة is a bus. So do you go by car? No, I go by bus. So you don't go by car, he goes by bus. So B, with, go with. Saharf jar, it declines the word after it. Yeah, it declines the word after it. So you say sayyara is a car, hafila is a bus. So bis sayyara, it be by way of car. With the car, yeah. So it declines, it makes it majroor. What's a kasra there? Bis sayyara. Yeah. So with that, alhamdulillah, we did the first conversation. طيب. You guys want to continue? Or is that يكفي اليوم?
I just wanted to ask, about the by, you said it declines
Yeah.
the word after.
Yeah.
What? what does that mean? So
Yeah,
we
it's a
can
harf jar.
understand.
There's prepositions. In Arabic, we have prepositions. In Arabic, in
Okay.
prepositions, so you have what? You have Arabic is made of three. Yeah, let's. Arabic is made of three. This is Nahu, Nahu 101. So Arabic is made of al asma. Wa asma, asma are nouns. Yeah, asma are nouns. Yeah, so that's nouns. Then is what? Huruf. Huruf, which are what? Prepositions. Prepositions. I'll give some in English and then you'll understand. And then the third one is what? Af'al, which is what? Verbs. So doing words. They're doing. So nouns are like names of things, yeah? So for example, your name is Sajid. His name is Musa. My name is Wasim. To get it? Or it can be a name of a thing. Like you're attending this lesson using a phone, using a iPad, maybe using a laptop, using a computer, yeah, or a house or a bed or a chair. All these are names of things. A man, a boy, all these are names of nouns. Haruf alawa, from, to, by, all these are what? Prepositions. So what do we see? Some of the prepositions that come in Arabic is like what? It's like min, which means from, ila, to. Not all the time. They can have different meanings in context. To, min, ila, fi, ala. Fi means in, ala, on, but it doesn't always. And could be what? About, and then be, we said it could be with or by. So be is a harf jar. Li is a harf jar. We did that previous lesson. Li, for, belongs to, or for. He could be a harf jar, which means like something. For example, anta kal asad, you are like a lion. It's like a metaphor. Metaphor. So I'm not saying you're literally a lion, but you're like a lion. Yeah. So like that. So that's what it declines the word after it. So it's normally as-sayyaratu. It normally has a dhamma, but with the ba it becomes bis-sayyarati. Is that clear, akhi?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. But what I'd advise Akhi Sajid is go back to the lessons if you're in the Telegram group, go back to the first lessons and inshallah it'll follow through. It'll make more sense, inshallah.
Outside, inshallah.
طيب.
عندي سؤال.
نعم تفضل أخي.
So in the sentence الرجل يضرب الولد.
Yeah.
So the word الولد, what is this? So we have a فعل.
Yeah, we have a fi'l, which is what?
Uh-huh.
The fi'l is yadribu. We have the fa'il, which really the ya is, in this sentence is not really good. It's better to be yadribu al-rajulu al-walada. That way, be what? The yadribu is the fi'l, al-rajulu is the fa'il. What is the alama, the sign you do in ajrumiyah? The alama or the sign, let me write it down here. The sign would be what? Let me just go down here. So here, if you did it, we'll say يضرب. We do the verb first. يضرب الرجل الولد. Yeah, so you say يضرب is the يضرب is the verb. الرجل is the fi'l, and the الولد is the مفعول به. So this is the verb. This is the doer of the action. It's called the fa'il. So we write fa'il. How do we know it's a fa'il? It has a dhamma. It's marfu. Fa'ilun. Yeah. So you learn this in grammar. When you do the grammar part and nahu, this part here, the dhamma, it shows that it's doing the action. And now, likewise, the fatta shows that it's receiving the action. It's called what? It's called the receiver of the action, or we say what? Maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun. Maf'ulun with ayn. Maf'ulun bihi. So it's the receiver of the action. Call it, for example, أحب الله. I love Allah. So the lafz al-jalala, Allah, is the maful bi, it takes a fatha. Yeah. So that is that. Going back. Any more questions, أخي إخوة?
لا شكرا.
طيب لا, don't say لا شكرا. That means no thank you. Meaning no thanks to you, mate. Is لا وشكر. Say لا وشكر. Always do that. That's it. A lot of brothers do say لا جزاك الله خيرا. نعوذ بالله. That's making a dua against the brother. Because جزاك الله خيرا means may Allah give you khair, good. When you say لا, it means negation. That's why we always put the comma and we can say لا وجزاك الله خيرا. Yeah? Is that understood, يا إخوة?
طيب لا
وجزاك.
وشكرا.
Yeah, لا وشكرا, but better than shukr is جزاك الله خيرا. So a lot of the Arabs, they use shukran because there's some there's Christians with them. Yeah, there's maybe some Jews there. But we as Muslims, if someone does good, say jazakallah khairan. But yeah, طيب إن شاء الله إخوة, we'll stop there and we'll continue next lesson. بارك الله فيكم. السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت.
وعليكم السلام.
طيب.